Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you're watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's time for WWE Evolve Event Center, where wrestling action involves the WWE ID prospects, the PC prospects, and indie wrestlers from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's the man to bring you the wrestling report and action from the WWE Evolve Event Center, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 2411. How's it going, everybody? It is July 23rd, 2025, 10:15 p.m. That's right. 15 minutes ago, Dynamite was over, but we'll talk about Dynamite on the next episode. Right now, we're going to talk about WWE Evolve. It seems like Evolve is taking shape to be one of the best, and I'm just putting stuff away. Don't worry about it. One of the best brands uprising stars of the WWE, and a lot of NXT wrestlers have also gone to Evolve to hone their skills, find their niche. That way they can come back at NXT a different person than I know Nikita Lyons is doing it, Dante Chen's doing it, Brooks Jensen is doing it now. So also to test themselves against the talent that could be potentially be part of NXT, because we see Swipe Right, Super Sean Legacy, and I'm going to admit something that some of these tag teams should be added to, like Raw or SmackDown. Right now, Raw's tag team division is something that needs more tag teams in. So. And it's just what the New Day, the Judgment Day, the War Raiders, and the LWO and such. I think we need, with SmackDown Tag Team Divisions really kicking it up a notch, and then now that the Wyatt Six are the champs there, it seems like everybody wants a shot. And I know Andrade and Rey Fenix could get the shot next. Who knows? Are we going to see the Usos reunite? Rumors are going around about that, and hopefully we see the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix, reunite again. That could add up to the Raw division. I'm telling you, a lot of brother tag teams. Also, there's a couple of brother tag teams that need to come together. But we will worry about that when the time comes. Right now, we got to worry about Evolve. I'm just talking to a couple of guys from NXT that are trying to rehone their skills in Evolve. Dante Chen, who was called the gatekeeper of NXT, and Adrian Enofe went one-on-one. Adrian Enofe has been having a little bit of an attitude, an attitude ever since, being separated from Malik. I think Malik Blade is injured, I do believe, and he'll be out for a long time. I wonder what he's thinking about his possibly soon-to-be former partner's new attitude. Heck of a matchup, and Dante Chen was fighting for a win, but Idris Enofe used the tights on Dante Chen to pick up the victory over Dante Chen. Dante Chen not too happy, and I'm sure he'll have a bone to pick with Idris Enofe about that. Jordan Oasis was talking to It's Gal and Sam Hardway Holloway about, Keanu Carver trying to disrespect WWE ID, and also talking about, Swipe Right, and figured, it's either It's Gal or Sam Holloway to be the partners, but both of them turned them down, obviously, because their attitudes. And then Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel, a.k.a. Adrenaline Drip, came in and stood up for Jordan Oasis. And Jordan Oasis, they wished them the best of luck finding a partner, because they decided to challenge It's Gal and Sam Hardway Holloway to a tag match. So that match was happening. Adrenaline Drip, team of Jack Cartwheel and the Cappuccino Jones versus It's Gal and Sam Hardway Holloway. And oh my gosh, Adrenaline Drip, keep those two gentlemen together as a team for a long time. Especially, they could really add a lot of excitement to the NXT tag team division. And if you put them either a Raw on SmackDown, they'll add a lot. I mean, they were going off. And Sam Hardway Holloway You got to be impressed with this big man. 6'8", about, 260, 270, I believe? And the dude flies like a freaking cruiserweight. Does a drop kick, splash to the top rope. I said, Sam Holloway, I'll tell you what, if I were the general manager, I said, I want that guy signed. I'll put him on a Raw and challenge Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental title. That's how good Sam Holloway is. But Sam Holloway, he is an ID prospect. I say to sign him to the WWE full time. Get him an Intercontinental title show or something, because Sam Holloway is very impressive. But in the end, Adrenaline Drip has picked up the victory. And I'll tell you, Adrenaline Drip reminds me a lot of the Rockers, the Hardys, the Rock and Roll Express. These high-flying teams are going to go crazy. I say this, sign Adrenaline Drip as well. Start them in the NXT Tag Team Division. And if they succeed there, put them in the Raw Tag Team Division. Because the Raw Tag Team Division needs a little electricity. And Adrenaline Drip, to me, provides that. And I'm telling you something right now. In a couple more years, you're going to see Adrenaline Drip on Monday Night Raw, or you'll see them on NXT and possibly on Monday Night Raw. That's where I see them, because the tag team division on Raw needs a shot in the arm, and I think Adrenaline Drip could provide that. And Brooks Jensen talks to Jordan Oasis and says, hey, listen, I got something against Vanity Project. And he wants Jackson Drake, so Jordan Oasis thought, I thought you were done with the tag team thing. Yeah, but, you help me and I help you. And I goes, okay, fine. I'll see you out there. So Brooks Jensen's going to be Jordan Oasis' tag team partner against the Swipe Right. Stevie Turner talks to Marcus Mathers about Keanu Covers, but he says, well, I'll tell you what, I have an ID showcase match for you against Bryce Donovan. And he goes, that's all I ask for, a match. And then Kelly Armstrong confronts Stevie Turner about Jin Tala. She says she wants Jin Tala, and she said, oh, Jin Tala's not here. So, make it happen. I want Jin Tala. That's what Kelly Armstrong was really upset. So I'm surprised she said, I don't care. I'll put the title on the line. I don't care. So we'll find out if that match will be made official, whether or not title or non-title. Kendall Gray took on Zeta Steel one-on-one, but then Wendy Chu appeared during the matchup. But despite that, Kendall Gray did pick up the victory over the WWE ID standout in the real deal, Zeta Steel. So there's that. And Chewy Martinez interviews Gray after the matchup, and Gray basically said, if Wendy Chu wants to get some, she can come after me. And Chantel Monroe addresses Kylie Ray. And then Jordan Oasis and Brooks Jensen teamed up against Swipe Right for the main event. Swipe Right, the team of Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. And the match was going well until Brooks Jensen tags out, pushes Oasis back in the ring, but Oasis wasn't ready to get back in. Basically walks out on the matchup, and Swipe Right ends up beating that team for the 1-2-3. I don't know what, I understand Brooks Jensen wants to be the Evolve champion, but you're not going to get that title match if you're going to walk out on your tag team partner like that. No, come on. I mean, I can understand you're frustrated, you're done with the tag team scenes and all, and you try to find a niche for yourself. I get it, but dude, if you picked you should have at least sent a message to Drax and Drake. I mean, come on now. But like I said, Sam Holloway and Adrenaline Drip are three of the guys I like so far, because the way they've been doing things, man. And believe me, they, especially Sam Holloway with a big man like that, 6'8", and can fly like a cruiserweight. I say this: you get him, Adrenaline Drip signed to NXT. If you have the WWE draft, get Evolve wrestlers involved. Say, we'll move some of these guys to NXT. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be insane in a memory. Adrenaline Drip is one tag team you definitely need to look out for. Women's division, Zeta Steel, still, trying to find a niche, even though she's part of the Vanity Project. But Kendall Gray, watch out for her. Watch out for her in the future, I'll tell you. And I know Wendy Chu's back in Evolve to play some mind games with her little sleepy gimmick. Kylie Ray is another one, and Kylie Ray is going after the WWE. Remember, they have the WWE ID Championship, men's and women's championship tournaments to be decided. I've forgotten about those championships. They're going to be up there, and they could be part of the Evolve as well. So, and they could be televised matches. So watch out on Tubi. So watch out for whoever's the WWE ID men's and women's champions, and they may end up being in Evolve as well. So that's the case. All right, that is it for episode 2411 of the show. Coming up next will be the AEW Dynamite Event Center. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and door for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.